Good evening, everyone. I'm John Osmolsky, president of the Venice Christmas Boat Parade. And tonight we're going to have the Venice Christmas Boat Parade. And I sit here 8 years now in a row. With me is Pam Johnson.
Pam Johnson, Marketing and Communications Officer for the City of Venice. What a great night for a boat parade, John. You couldn't have planned the weather better.
Hey, this is really good. Short sleeve shirts.
Yes, not a chill in the air, not too hot, not too cold. Perfect.
Oh, it is beautiful. It is beautiful tonight.
Well, can we see some boats coming up the waterway here?
Of course we can. This boat number one, Trust No One, Joe Fanciulli. Actually, I was on board that boat. We cheat a little bit in this videotaping, I know, but I was on that boat.
That's beautiful. So tell me about what was it like there? Was it fun to be on the boat and hear people cheering for it as it went by?
Of course it is, Pam. I mean, God, I've been doing it for so many years, and I've been out there every single year. Actually, it's the chill down the spine that the people get for the first time they ever go through it, and they always do get that.
Well, it was fun for me this year because I had my grandkids with me, their very first boat parade, 2 and 4, and they were quite fascinated with all the lights and the Santas and the trees. That looks like the Eiffel Tower to me.
It is the Eiffel Tower. So, we've gone around, we've actually gone around the world. And actually, when you say that, it's interesting. I actually got an email from a Polish lady, and it was done in Polish. So I had to take it and translate it. And they're going to come down and watch this parade. And I know that they came down and watched this parade because we're doing this after the parade.
And how did they find out about our parade?
I have no idea, but she actually thanked me and said it was a great parade.
That's terrific. It's funny, but people do come from all over to watch this parade. It's just so gorgeous and so unique to our part of the world.
We've had people from Thailand email me. I've had people from Singapore view our video. I mean, this thing has gone global, and you would never think.
Is that you in the Santa?
That's me.
There he is.
There I am, waving. And here we go. Boat number 2, Miss Bessie, Floyd Bear. Floyd's been coming up here for a lot of years from Inglewood.
And there's the Santa with his reindeers about to take off from Floyd's boat there, and a toy soldier. And look at the dolphins. That's what I love, is seeing the dolphins on the side of the boat.
I know. Are the reindeers pulling the dolphin out of the water, or is the dolphin kicking the reindeers up? We don't know, do we?
Good point. But what is happening to poor Santa there? We need a close-up of Santa.
Oh, I think we might get that. Just takes a little bit of time sometimes.
Ah, there he is. Excellent. So there's a lit-up Santa and a Santa driving the sleigh.
Well, you gotta have Santa with a sleigh.
It's amazing. Look at this Santa. Big enough? Oh, yes.
Well, this is boat number 4. It's Grady White, and it's Mike Paquin. He's the captain. He's been in the parade a couple of years.
Oh, that's really neat. And that just goes to show you don't have to have a big, huge boat to be a big splash, should I say, at the boat parade, because this is not a huge boat, but it sure is making an impression.
Well, you see, and the little boats sometimes win really well, although that Santa gives him a little bit of a problem. He's had it a couple of years in a row. And now we have boat number 5. It's called Haas Boat. David Haas is the captain. They came up from Fort Myers to be in our parade.
Wow, that's amazing. And they brought a train with them.
Yes, they did.
They've got a train with candy canes. That's excellent. And presents.
They've been in this is the second time they've come up here to be in our parade.
That's really neat that the boats come from so far too. Is the Fort Myers the farthest that a boat has come?
Right now, yes.
That's really great too. So I guess word gets around that we have a really wonderful parade, and if you want to be in it, or if you want to see it, obviously, miles and miles and miles of chairs. We saw them out a week in advance even to line the whole waterway.
Oh, when I was riding my bicycle, you saw it, a week and a half in advance.
Oh, my.
They were out, a long time in advance. Not the chairs, but actually the roped-off areas. Mm-hmm. But the Intercoastal's cut so uniquely through Venice. It affords so many public areas that it does a good job for us. Number 6, Thunderstruck, John Watchin. John's been in the parade before. You got a nice, colorful Christmas tree, all different lights and everything else on it. They're all having a good time waving.
We are having a good time. That's a fun thing to do. And like I say, the weather couldn't be more perfect for this. Oh, look at the train going around.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that
That's
myself.
awesome.
Yeah.
And candy canes propelling it down the water. That's wonderful. Great idea.
We have the conductor there.
They're so creative. I mean, people just come up with all these great ideas. Look.
Boat number 7, Miss Affordable, Marty Wagley. This Freedom Boat Club's boat.
Ah, Mr. and Mrs. Claus on top, waving to everybody. And what does it say on the side?
Let Freedom Boat Club ring.
Oh, very cute. Very cute.
Yeah, I've never seen this boat before from Freedom Boat Club, but they've been in the parade every year.
Well, I think that's kind of exciting that we have that business right here in Venice. It's a way that everybody can get a chance to rent a boat and be in the parade.
Or a cheap way for people to own a boat without owning the boat. Trust me, it's a hole in the water that you pour money into.
I know.
Boat stands for break out another 1,000.
That's what everybody says when they have a boat.
But it's the
that
truth.
It's just a black hole to drop your money in. But
Break out another 1,000. Okay, we got boat number 8 coming up. Laura B. Richard Brown is the captain. This boat came to us from Inglewood also. A friend of Floyd Bear's. He gets people up here from Inglewood all the time.
that's really great, and it has something to do with an eye chart.
It
Is this
sure does.
An eye doctor or?
Yes, vision.
Aha. So even I can read that from here. And if you read it, it says Merry Christmas.
Well, that's because the girl's showing you how to read it. There, Pam.
But I don't need my glasses for this. This is terrific.
The print's large.
Yes, it is. Clever idea.
Boat number 5, or boat number 9, Waterfront 2, Roman Geisel is the captain.
And they have all kinds of different colored lights. Very festive. And a red and yellow flashing light.
That's because he's Coast Guard Auxiliary.
Oh, I see.
So he wants to show you that he's important.
Well, they are the only boats, those in the police boats, that get to have all the flashing lights. So, I mean, that is kind of dramatic, right?
Yes, it is.
Especially if one's coming up behind you with flashing lights, right?
No, you don't want that. You don't want that unless they go by you. Boat number 10, Isaac S. George Lush is the captain. It's Country Club Estates entry in the boat parade.
So, what is at the top there? Maybe
Lights.
Lights, okay. No, I really think it's something, but I can't make it out right now.
No, I can't either.
It looks like, it's the
we
three
have the
wise
three wise
men.
men.
All right.
It must be a manger or something
could be
way up
that.
there. I think that, yeah, I think.
Or an angel. An angel.
There we go, because,
Blowing a trumpet.
yes,
Okay. And there's the manger right there.
the manger's in the rear.
So there
Or
it
the
is.
stern. I should get that right. Boat number 11, Nurse Sharky 2, Eric Eastis is the captain. Mike Pashota and his staff, I mean, they have really helped us out and helped the parade out, and I just want to say that to everyone because, I mean, thank you, Mike, for all that you've done over the years.
Yeah,
And they have a blast doing this, and hey,
They all
that's
have
what it's
their
all about.
costumes, they're dancing, singing, having a good time. So who do you think that dress? He looks like Santa and Sharky are both there throwing
Have
things.
Sharky there also.
He must have a pretty good arm to be able to throw something all the way to the shore. I just don't know about that.
I'll give you a little hint about that boat. You might be surprised at the end of this parade.
Okay.
Okay, so boat number 12 got lost someplace. We'll find it somewhere along the line. Now we have boat number 13, Wayne's World, Wayne Nottingham. Wayne and Gina. Gina's on my board, and they've been in this parade for God knows how many years.
Every year they do a really great job of decorating their boat and making it as festive as possible. And they always have a really good time. You can tell out there. They are dancing, waving, and having as much fun as the people who are watching them. And look at the cat in the hat. My grandkids love that. That's their favorite thing, cat in the hat doing everything.
Is it?
And here comes.
Okay, and up comes boat number 14, You and Me, Babe. Robert Kelly is the captain. This is the first time in the boat parade.
Look at Santa waving. You know, Santa's everywhere. How does he get on all these boats? Incredible.
Isn't he magical?
Yes. And poinsettias and reindeers, and look at the what do you call that on a reindeer? It's like a rack on a deer or something. What is that called?
It's a rack.
Oh, see, you should know that stuff.
But it's sparkling.
It is. It's sparkling.
Somebody must be putting glitter or something on their reindeer antlers. Or antlers,
And
really.
there's Rudolph with the red nose.
Oh, and here we go. We got boat number 15, Eat It Pops. Paul Irvine is the captain. Pops the Chopping Grill.
Oh.
Well, Pam was sleeping a little bit
Yeah.
on this, so this.
This is not a sleeper, though. This is a really great. There's.
Okay, now we got boat number 16, Cat's Meow, Terry Garner. Terry's a local veterinarian, and this is Troop 1001. He always has them on his boat every year.
And look how much fun they are. And of course, they have animals. You might think a veterinarian would have lots of animals, and he does. He's got dolphins, and what else is on there? More dolphins.
Manatees.
Fish or dolphins that are jumping on the side. Well, we
Right.
can't see them now.
He's got King Neptune.
Neptune. For the king of the sea or something, right?
King Neptune.
And
That dolphin's just jumping
dolphins
around.
jumping around.
He's got a mermaid. He's got an octopus.
Octopus.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Wonderful.
got a few different things there.
He does so much with the Boy Scouts always, and that Boy Scout troop does a lot for the community. It's a really great organization.
And coming up, we have boat number 17, Blue Aspen, David Morley. David's been in the parade a few times before also.
Look how nice. Everything is just so perfect. I don't know how long it takes them to put these together, but I would guess days and days and days.
And remember I told you about the chill? Well, David came up to me after the parade, and his daughter-in-law was first time in the parade, and that's exactly what happened to her. She got the chill down her spine.
Ah, that's really a neat story. And also, look, here's Santa again on the back, and Santa on the stern. And what else? Presents and Tigger.
And now we have boat number 19, Layla 3. Cameron Zia is the captain. They've been in the parade. They've had different boats in the parade.
They have? Oh, well, I always remember Layla because it's that great Eric
Clapton song.
Clapton song, yeah. So I
You're
always.
showing your age now.
Well, yeah, it shows everywhere. So look at Santa. He's got the Eric Clapton moves going on up there.
He's having a good old time up there. Boat number 20, Miss Marine Max. Stoney is the captain of the boat.
And there's the reindeer again, leading the way. They are good little leaders.
Bunch of lights on the thing, and it looks good.
It does.
It looks good how it glistens in the water.
I was just going to say, such a beautiful reflection, all those colors, and it's kind of swirly and very pretty. And that is really part of what makes this so gorgeous. You know, the night is dark and all these bright lights. The one coming right behind it that we just saw, that's really neat.
This is boat number 22. 21's behind 22. I don't know why. Anyway, this is MV. Mark Luft is the captain. And you know, Pam, I'll tell you what. The green lights at night really show up, and look at how it's glistening in the water.
That's gorgeous. It really is. It just sets the whole mood. And what do they have up there? Something's got a little ring of lights around them, but I can't quite make it out.
Maybe
we'll see it in a minute.
Is the Grinch?
Oh, it looks like it could be the Grinch.
It looks like the Grinch.
Of course, and he's green. It's a green Grinch kind of Christmas.
Oh, thank God he's green with MV, huh?
That's it.
Because he's not going to have Santa Claus. Anyway, boat number 21 finally came around. It's 'Cause I Can. Carrie Carper is the captain.
That's a great name for a boat. There is
'Cause
no
I
other
can.
reason to have one.
Well, my boat name was What a Deal.
Yep, and here's all these beautiful white glistening lights. Kind of reminds you of those snowy northern climates that we have all left behind.
Ah, but they all are in short sleeve shirts.
I know, isn't that the truth? Yes, and it was perfect for short sleeve shirts.
Of course it was.
Even though there's a snowman up on top there. Really pretty. Those
Yeah, but he'll
also.
melt before the parade's over. Okay, now we have boat number 23, first time in the parade. Big Ponty. Brian Schumbiger is the captain of this boat.
He did a great job with his candy canes and candles and stars. Really, and that's another boat that just exemplifies how nice you can decorate something, even a smaller boat that, oh, look.
And here we go, boat number 24, Paradiso, Joe Raffinelli, Gemini Apparel. He's been in this parade for quite a few years. Look at all those candy canes.
Speaking of candy canes, wow. That's a really
I think the
wild
candy
boat.
canes are rocking the boat a little bit. Or maybe some
Could be.
people on board.
Well, there's a lot of dancing going on up
I
there.
said maybe it's the
that.
people. Yeah, you know, imagination. Boat number 26, Mobile Home, Taylor McPherson. Taylor's on the board with me.
He's helped out with things, this parade, several years going. And there's the reef and lots of people on Taylor's boat. Everybody's seeming to have a really great time.
Real quick, if you talk about Taylor, I've had 8 years. Taylor had 2 years. Jim Beach had 6 years. Between all of us, there you're talking about 16 of 24 years. 16 of 24 years. Here we go. Now we got boat number 27, Sunshine 2, Vic McDonough. He's from Northport. It's their first time in a boat parade up here.
That's great that people come. And from Northport. I didn't even know they had a marina in Northport.
Water connects to Northport, believe it or not.
Okay.
It actually does.
So I think I was wrong. But you know, it is amazing to me that this parade's been going on for 24 years.
24th year.
That's just something that's really an icon of this community, and it wouldn't be Christmas without it.
No, it wouldn't. People look forward to it. And actually, far and wide. I had people from Tampa call me this year and looking for B&Bs. I've had people from the East Coast. I've had people from all over the place. And now I have boat number 28. And this is Emotional Rescue, Charles Long. Charles has been in the parade before also.
That is one big teddy bear on top. Not to mention more candy canes. They're very effective. Especially from the shore, you can see them, and they're just so festive and always look like candy canes.
And the crowds this night were look at this view. Look at the view of all the sailboats. And the crowds tonight were just phenomenal. They were packed, and it was just so great. So the boat coming up right now is boat number 29, No Anchor, Mike Lafargue. And this is the Wildlife Center of Venice. They've been in the parade numerous times.
They have their palm tree decorated for Christmas. Now that's really a Florida look. The lights on the palm trees. I love that when I go by people's houses and they have their palm trees all lit up. So pretty. And they have icy blue looking lights going up their masts.
But look at how look at how it looked when we looked down at the whole thing. My God,
down
wasn't
the
it
waterway.
pretty?
Very pretty. Doesn't get any better than this. Here comes the little duck.
And well, I'll tell you what, give me a second. This is boat number 30, the Black Duck. Mac Reddy is the captain.
And look at that duck up high with the Santa hat on. I wonder how they did that. I can't imagine how they got up there
They
and...
hoisted them up.
Yeah, they sure did.
That's what happens when you have masts, that you can do those things too. See, they can get nice and high and everything else. And you know, behind this is something that I wanted.
The duck on the front.
Yeah.
So you wanted what?
I'll tell you in a second because we'll just continue looking at Mac's boat. But isn't it's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Oh, that's a pretty boat without the lights. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, but the lights enhance it at nighttime. This next group is something I wanted for years. This is Riptide John Thomas, and that's boat number 31, and 32 will be the last one, and it's Fiscal Cliff, which is Peter Eduardo, and it's all part of the Venice Youth Boating Association. I always wanted them to bring out these prams to show off to everybody, and I think it's so great that they did it. They're all battery operated, and if the people out there could understand that this is not part of the yacht club, and it teaches the kids sailing skills in the local area.
It's a wonderful program. My son did that when he was growing up here, learned to sail. And this is which one?
This is 32. It's all part of the same group.
Oh, they're all the same. So look at the star at the top of that mast.
And this is Sailor boat number 33, Don Myrick. It's his first time in the boat parade. And this is the Venice Sailing Squadron.
And more Santa and Mrs. Santa and lots of other happy people too. The elves are all together here. Sailing Squadron.
So I
That's
wonder
a
who had
great
the
organization.
real Santa this year. I wonder who had the real Santa on their boat this year.
I'd like to know that too, because I'd like to have special word with the real Santa.
Yeah, I think we all would. Bring out the kid in all of us.
Venice Sailing Squadron's a lot of fun for people who love to sail. They all get together and go on these little trips and have a
boat
lot
number
of fun.
34 is Carp Diem, Gus Olson. Gus has been in the boat parade before too. Look at all those lights glistening on this
He's
boat.
got his, Rudolph is turning to look at us.
There you go. He's got his flamingos and
I
everything
love the
else.
flamingos. That is another Florida thing. That's just great. Now, what's the red? Is that?
You don't have any in your yard, do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. But you know, I know it's just bad taste, but I really want them.
Maybe you should put them in the backyard first.
Okay.
Work them out to the front.
Might make the neighbors happy if I do it in the back.
But we're looking at Gus's boat.
It looks so cute.
And here we go, the end of the parade. Boat number 35, RJ, David Lowell. Of course, now David is the slowest boat because it's a work barge, and I always put him in the rear of the parade. And of course, what's he doing? He's hot dogging.
Because he can. That's what a barge is for.
Well,
he's
yeah.
used to operating that. That's his daily, what he does on a daily basis. So
He probably has somebody to know he's doing it himself. I know he is. But anyway, I'll tell you what.
And then is that their little guy, Mark, that's with them? I'm trying to
I
see.
wouldn't know.
And there they are. There's Stacy and Mark. Hi, Stacy. Waving to the crowd, having a great time.
But you know, since we're taping this since we're talking about this after the fact, I'm going to give you some
We
things.
never shared that before.
I
We
know,
always
but
pretended like we were
well,
here.
that's okay. We're telling the truth this time.
All right.
So I'll tell you what. We have first and second places in the small boats, which are 29 and under. First place went to boat number 6, which was Thunderstruck, John Watson. And Wayne Nottingham took boat number 13 took second place in the 29 and under. In the 30 to 39, boat number 34, which is the sailboat we just saw, Gus Olson, Carp Diem, they took first place. Boat number 5, the boat that came up from Fort Myers, Haas boat,
Wow.
David Haas, they took second place. And interesting, this is the second time they've been in the parade, and it's the second time they took second place,
Huh?
which is
They
an
just
interesting
have to
note.
do a little, just teeny weeny bit more.
Yeah, I know, and the judges change every year, and I do not pick any of them. And then in the 40 and over, first place went to boat number 1. I don't know why it never went to me when I was boat number 1 for all those years, but at least I was on boat number 1 and it got first place this year. And thank you, Joe and Pat. And then boat number 27 took second place, which was the boat from Sunshine 2, which was from Northport, Vic McDonough. And then we also have commercial service, etc. And boat number 24, which is Paradiso, Joe Raffinelli, he took first in commercial and service. And boat number 16, Cat's Meow, with a K, which is Terry Garner, he took, which is Troop 1001, took second place.
Good.
But the most interesting part, and I said something before and I alluded to it a little bit, and I am very happy to say that boat number 11, Nurse Sharkey, took best overall.
Oh.
And I mean, I thank them for all that they've done for this parade, and what a great way for them. They got best overall this year.
That's
so you
right.
never can tell what size boat is going to do it.
It's a remarkable community, really, when you think about it, all the people that come out for this parade, but they're also the same people that do so many other things in the community all year round.
And the interesting note about this is these people need to get out and support the sponsors that we have in this parade.
So, John, if somebody wants to help you next year, how can they get a hold of you?
They can go to our website or they can go to our Facebook page. And
What's your website?
Our website is VeniceChristmasBoatParade.com, and my email address is there, as well as my telephone number. And I'm not going to say that right now because it's on there. And they can also go to our Facebook page. Just put Venice Christmas Boat Parade on Facebook, because there are a couple of others that are using Venice Christmas Boat Parade. But if they look for our logo and they look for a boat with blue lights on it, they'll find us.
Yep, very good.
So thank you, and thank everybody for viewing it tonight, and
Yeah.
We'll see you
thanks.
next year.
Let's do this again next year, John.
Yeah. Good night, Pam.
Good night, John.